Folks, I have to record some candid video just on the whole female relationship thing for me at this personal point. Where is a good female listener? Man that knows how to listen to a man of God and sit there and listen. It is a disgusting display out there among women right now. I mean, a woman just seems to think that she needs to be listened to all the time. She's the center of attention. I want to talk about myself. You just sit there, guy, and laugh at me and just respond to what I say about myself. You're supposed to dote on me. I am the center of the universe. A guy needs to hit on me. He needs to give me attention. He needs to listen to what I have to say, even though it's really nothing of any great significance or eternal value. He needs to be about me. He needs to listen to me. He wants to listen to me. I want to talk about myself. He needs to be in love with me. I'm like, if we're not talking about God and Jesus, that's a very, very small relationship. Like, that is very, very retardedly unsatisfying. Folks, I think there's so many women out there, even Christian girls, that are so incapable of listening to a man of God patiently for hours. It's ridiculous. It's like they're so caught up in their beauty, they think, oh, I am visually good looking. You should fall down on your feet and worship me and just listen to me day and night. I'm like, this has gotten way too backwards. It's like, do women even know how to listen anymore? Seriously. I'm like, a good listener of the female sex is like the rarest thing on planet Earth, I'm starting to think. It's like, oh, I just want to be talked to. I just want people to give me attention. I just want to be the talker. I want to be on stage. I want to be the center of the universe. I'm like, honey, God is the center of the universe. Like, wake up. And then in particular, a man of God has a lot to say that you need to listen to. Okay? The Bible is very clear about this. The man is the head of the household. The man leads his wife. Oh my goodness. It's just so backwards right now. Okay. Folks, I would far rather spend time alone with God or simply speaking epic words myself to a video camera, recording videos that are going to last forever in world history. I would rather be talking to future generations on video and speaking words and talking to God who listens to me than be in the presence of some woman that can't even listen. Like, she can't even listen. She can't even absorb this material that I'm presenting. Like, somehow she gets too afraid. She gets too freaked out. I'm like, it's honest, folks. I'm not spending time with a woman that is not willing to listen to and believe everything that I have recorded on my videos and put on this whiteboard and everything that I have to share and say. If she's not willing to listen to me for hours, then it's over. Because I'm willing to listen to God for hours, and that's how I get all these revelations, and that's how I put them on the board. God and I have a satisfying conversation relationship. I will not have that with you if you're not capable of listening for hours. Good listeners are few and far between these days, and it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Okay? Now, obviously, good speakers are few and far between as well. Men seem to have nothing to say, and that's why women seem to have this kind of new mentality that, like, well, okay, it seems like the men don't have much to say. I guess I'll start doing more talking. But when a man of God comes along, like myself, with a ton of revelations and has a lot to say, you better be willing to listen, honey. Otherwise, I'm not walking with you. I have better things to do with my time. I'd rather be talking to God with excellent words and excellent speech and excellent conversation and be making movies that last forever, for someone who will listen, than be going out for coffee with you talking about some cheesy thing. The sooner you die to self, the better. You've got to die to self. I'm preaching in particular to women of the world because there is so much selfishness and self-absorption in women these days. It's just like, I want a happy life. I want to get what I want. Like, where's the service of Jesus? Do women even know how to serve Jesus? Way too much self-absorption. And not enough good listeners. I've said it before, folks, I would rather be speaking epic words that I love in private, together with God. I would rather be praying epic words, heartfelt words, alone with God in private, than speaking cheesy words to a million people in public. I would rather be having an epic conversation in private, alone with God, or be making a movie like this, where I'm actually speaking epic words, than meeting with some human being, I don't care how good looking they are, I don't care how much they think they have going for them, that isn't able to even listen or even talk about God. If you're not interested in talking about God, I'm gone. I'm just gone. I'm like, it's boring. You have nothing to say. You are boring, and you have to acknowledge, you have to humble yourself and say, you know what? I am boring to listen to. I am boring. Allow me to listen to you because you have interesting things to say. Folks, that's what you have to do. That's the only way I got these revelations from God, is saying, I know, God, that I have nothing to say. Let me just listen to you day and night, and now you'll give me something interesting to say to others. You cannot give what you haven't received. And until you've received something really, really special that is really worth talking about, keep your mouth shut. Because it would be far better for planet Earth if we just had only the wise people speaking, and only the true prophets speaking, and everyone else just kept their mouth shut and stopped distracting everyone from the real goods. And I got this gem from the Lord on the word prophet. You can be a true prophet, or you can be a false prophet. Both phrases exist in the story of God. Well, only the word true prophet divides by 3. With 3 plus 2's knitting together to make 45, divides by 3, knits together. Okay? You can be a true prophet or a false prophet. False prophet does not divide by 3. True prophet does. Okay? And it seems to me that the story of all the scripture and the story of all of world history is there are many false prophets, there are a few true prophets. Okay? Show me you're a true prophet by proving it mathematically. By proving it. Okay? Prove it to me. Well, it's not about me, it's about what everyone can solve with their own eyes. It's sitting there, right? The numbers are there. The truth is the truth. Okay? A prophet is simply a messenger of the truth. I would consider myself more of a teacher, really, a student. I'm a scholar. I'm studying these things, finding them, and teaching them, you know. But a prophet is someone who receives words directly from Jehovah, which I get all the time. And then I make movies on them and I speak them in turn, okay? King David was called a prophet because he heard directly the voice of God and he then spoke those words. It's that simple. And I received that word from Jehovah, do not touch my anointed ones and do my prophets no harm. And we saw that for the glory of the number 3. And because God gave me that word, I know that he is calling me a prophet and an anointed one. And God has been leading me to anoint myself with olive oil, and it's been amazing. But I need to plug this thing in because the battery is about to go. So